let's have a conversation. But with this conversation, we're going to talk about some real stuff, y'all, like some crazy real stuff. It's funny because when I watch this video, I'm laughing, right? Like the way that she's making her point is it's so funny, but the stuff she talking about is some real stuff, y'all. Like, you just don't understand. Cardi B been hitting on some real topics and some truth to a lot of things. A lot of people really want to talk about, probably on some things that people really have, certain opinions or feel a certain type of way about. And I'm one of those people, like, feel a certain way. I'm one of those people that have certain opinions, and the stuff that she be talking about pretty much just takes the words right out of my mouth, so to speak. It's like she's like a loud voice speaker for people like me and people around me, and who are really living these certain life issues that, based on topics that that people either are afraid to talk about, people feel uncomfortable talking about, or people just feel like they don't want to get too heavy into politics. And this is why I don't get into politics, because politics can get messy. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to take a real close look at what Cardi B has to say. And she's a realist. That's how the way I look at it. And in the beginning, I really didn't like Cardi, but the stuff she be talking about, I'm like, you know what? I'm starting to change my opinion about her. Let me hear what she has to say. So take a look at what Cardi has to say about her thoughts about COVID-19. Take a look.
Hey guys, so I just want to do this video, right? Long ass motherfucking video, and let y'all motherfuckers know something, right? Sometimes I get on my live and I be talking my crazy shit, entertaining my fans, and people might just take what I say and just run with it and say what the fuck it is and I don't know. And I really want to let these celebrities know, why the confusion that the general public have, right? And the questionings that the general public have. Because if number 45 is getting on a podium saying, hey, listen, if you do not have any symptoms of the coronavirus, which is coughing, fever, and whatsoever, etc., do not get tested, because we don't have enough testes to test everybody. But if a celebrity is saying, hey, listen, I don't have no symptoms, I'm feeling good, I feel healthy, I don't feel like nothing, but I went and got tested and I'm positive for the coronavirus, that caused confusion. That made people be like, well, wait a minute now. I don't have no symptoms, but I know I went out this and that day. Shit, I might just have it. Shit, I'm scared because I'm around my kid, I'm around my grandparent. What should I do? And let me tell you something. The general public, people that work regular jobs, people that get regular paychecks, the middle class, the, poor, whatever the crap, they're not getting treated like the high, the ones that up here, like celebrities and everything. They're not getting their fucking coronavirus results the next day. That's one. The coronavirus is very much real. That's first thing first. And let me tell you something. If you're under 30, right? If you're under 30, because I know somebody that's under 30 has a cold, and they told them if your cold is not for 8 days, you cannot get tested. So you gotta be sick for 8 days if you're under 30, so you could be eligible of getting a fucking coronavirus test. Now, if you're like in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and you're having a cold, they're going to test you right away. However, your test results will come in 4 days. And let me tell you something. They tell you this. If you are positive for the coronavirus, they will tell you to quarantine in your home and come back on if your fever goes 100 and some shit degrees. And I do not feel like that's right, because it's like, if you're positive for the coronavirus, but you don't have a crazy fever, but you have a cold, and you're sending people home, I don't know. Where do they think they're sending people home to? Not everybody have the luxury to go in a fucking bedroom and to go in a big ass house and just stay away from people. People live in small ass apartments. A lot of people live in small ass apartments with multiple people. So it's like, if you're sending me home and I have the corona fucking virus, I'm most likely gonna give it to my spouse, my kids, anybody that's around me. And on top of that, a lot of celebrities, y'all have the luxury to pay $34,000 or whatever the fuck it costs to get tested and get treated. A lot of these people, they don't fucking have that money. Some people don't even have enough money to fucking have to fucking afford health care. And I feel like all this shit, I feel like for coronavirus treatments, for testing, for all that shit, I feel like the government should take that shit, should charge that shit to the game and not charge people for it, because at the end of the day, this shit could have been prevented when they found out about this shit a couple of months ago and the shit that was doing in China. The fuck? It shouldn't be charging no motherfucking Medicaid, health insurance, none of that shit. This is y'all fault that got in this motherfucking country. Y'all could have been avoided this shit. A month ago, everybody was saying that it's fine. This shit ain't that serious. Now look. Look at that. And that's my point. Bye. Ooh, I'm hot.
So, I mean, Cardi really spoke on some stuff that really got me thinking, like, hell yeah, like, our government should not be charging us for health care. Like, that should be free, in my opinion. We should not be, and especially people who get a regular paycheck every 2 weeks and work a 9 to 5 like me. You know, especially people who are middle class and, you know, they make a little bit more than what I'm making, but they might be a tier or a tier and a half above me, but they still can't even afford health care. And they barely making ends meet, and they barely able to keep their bills paid every month. Barely able to keep food on the table. People like us, we shouldn't have to be paying for health care. That shouldn't even come out of our pocket. And then the state insurance should be free also for everybody. I just feel like, I don't know. And then when you think about it further, you got not only just health insurance, but you got auto insurance, you got dental insurance, you got vision insurance, you got life insurance. You got all these damn insurances, and can't nobody afford to pay for all that shit. Honestly, on the real is ain't nobody got no time and money for all that, right? I could go on and on about this. I can go days talking about this stuff, but I'm not going to really get into it because I didn't want to make this video very long. But just think about this stuff. Reflect, man. Just think about what y'all want and what you don't want. Stop allowing our government to take advantage of us. And we need to just start making some decisions and put our foot down and stop going for certain things. All right? And like I always say, do you live your best life, get yourself together, and no robot behaviors over here. See y'all on next video. Peace. Later.